You're not overweight because you eat too much. You're overweight because a hormone you've never paid attention to is running the show. Sounds strange? It's the truth behind thousands of failed weight loss attempts. Millions of people start their mornings with a sweet coffee and a slice of toast, then wonder, why am I still gaining weight even though I barely eat? The answer? Insulin. It's not just a hormone, it's the gatekeeper that decides whether your body burns fat or stores it. Imagine your body is a house, and insulin is the light switch. If that switch is always on, no matter how many windows you close or appliances you shut off, the lights will never go out. And here's the worst part. The entire food and wellness industry is designed to keep your insulin high, making you tired, constantly hungry, and unknowingly storing fat in your belly, liver, and around your organs. So the real question isn't how many calories are you eating? It's, are you flipping your insulin switch on or off every day? This video breaks it down raw, honest, no fluff, how insulin actually controls fat burning, and why 99% of people lose fat faster once they learn how to control it. Watch until the end. And if this hits home, subscribe now, because the truth about your metabolism is just getting started. You think energy comes from that sandwich you just ate? Not quite. In reality, your body doesn't use freshly consumed food like a car uses freshly pumped gas. Once food enters your mouth, it begins a long journey, chewing digestion, absorption, metabolism, storage, and only then usage. That process takes 4 to 12 hours, depending on the type of food. Meanwhile, if you're climbing stairs, hitting the gym, or even engaging in an intense conversation, your body doesn't have the luxury of waiting. It needs energy now. So where does it come from? The answer lies in a brilliant backup system your body has evolved over millions of years. Glycogen. Glycogen is the stored form of sugar, tucked away in your liver and muscles, like a portable power bank for urgent energy. An average adult stores about 1,600 to 2,000 calories of glycogen. When you start moving, thinking hard, or just staying alert, your body taps into this glycogen reserve first. It's fast, accessible, and efficient. But what happens when that power bank runs dry? This is where the real magic happens. The body shifts into a deeper backup mode, fat burning. When fat is broken down, it produces not only energy but a special biological fuel called ketones. Ketones are incredibly clean-burning, especially ideal for the brain. If glucose is like regular gas, ketones are like Tesla power, smooth, low waste, and anti-inflammatory. Here's the kicker. You can't access fat until glycogen runs low. Just like you can't dip into savings if your main checking account isn't empty. That's why people who snack constantly, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks in between, never reach the glycogen depletion stage. Result? Fat stays locked. On the other hand, if you give your body space between meals, through smart fasting, light movement while fasted, or simply delaying breakfast, you unlock one of the body's most powerful metabolic switches, shifting from storage to release. Your body isn't lazy about burning fat. It's just following survival logic. Use the easiest fuel first. But once you learn how to let glycogen deplete safely, you don't just tap into fat, you awaken natural healing responses like ketone production, autophagy, cell recycling, and insulin sensitivity. This isn't just about weight loss anymore. This is about reclaiming control of your internal energy system. No sugar addiction, no caffeine dependency, no fake hunger pangs. Real energy doesn't come from eating more. It comes from activating the right fuel. And your body, even after years of being misprogrammed, still holds the blueprint for optimal performance, if you give it the chance. The next part of the video will reveal exactly how to control insulin to keep this fat-burning switch turned on daily, without torture, without extreme dieting. Stay with us till the end. Continuing from the previous section, once your body switches from using glycogen to burning fat, a golden opportunity opens up, especially if you choose to exercise while in a fasted state. Imagine your body as a hybrid car. It first uses gasoline, glycogen, But once that's depleted, it switches to clean energy ketones. And at this stage, if you move correctly, you're not just burning fat, you're triggering a cascade of powerful biological benefits that no diet alone can match. First, fasted exercise burns 20 to 30% more fat, according to the British Journal of Nutrition. Why? Because insulin, the fat storage hormone, is low during fasting. That's like unlocking the vault of stored fat. The body can easily access long-trapped energy reserves. That's why light exercise in the early morning before breakfast, like brisk walking or low-intensity strength training, is so effective at melting stubborn fat. But that's just the surface. When you exercise during fasting, a super hormone called GH, growth hormone, skyrockets. Normally, fasting alone increases GH, but when combined with exercise, levels can surge 4 to 5x. GH not only breaks down fat, it also protects your muscles, a key goal in fat loss. It means you can shed fat while maintaining lean muscle, a tough feat for most people. Next is insulin sensitivity. One of the biggest problems today is insulin resistance, where your cells no longer respond well to insulin, leading to weight gain, high blood sugar, and type 2 diabetes. But if you work out when insulin is low, like during fasting, your insulin receptors wake up. Over time, your body becomes more responsive, needing less insulin to do its job. This is the foundation of long-term metabolic health. And here's the mind-blowing part. Your brain benefits massively from this state. As your body produces ketones from fat, your brain uses them instead of glucose. Ketones are not only cleaner but more stable, no sugar crashes. Meanwhile, your body releases BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which boosts memory and learning. Alongside, norepinephrine, the alertness hormone, rises, sharpening your focus and boosting your energy. In short, combining fasting and exercise is not just a fat-burning strategy, it's a total upgrade of your biology, from the nervous system and hormones to energy metabolism. And you don't need to train hard or long. Just 20 to 30 minutes of brisk walking or light resistance each morning is enough to activate these processes. When your body becomes this efficient machine no longer hijacked by fake hunger, wild insulin spikes, or post-meal crashes, you realize fat loss is no longer a punishment, but a return to the human body's natural design for energy, clarity, and balance. Now that you understand the powerful biological benefits of exercising while fasting, the most practical question is, what type of workout should you do? Not every form of movement is suitable for an empty stomach. The key is choosing the right exercise to maximize fat burning without exhausting yourself. If your goal is to activate deep fat metabolism, moderate activities like brisk walking, light cycling, or slow swimming are ideal. These movements rely primarily on fat as fuel and don't demand large glycogen stores, which are already depleted when fasting. Training in a steady heart rate zone, zone 2, allows your body to burn fat efficiently without triggering oxidative stress or excessive cortisol. However, if you jump into intense workouts like HIIT or fast-paced running, be cautious. These high-demand exercises require large amounts of glycogen, and in a fasted state, your glycogen tank is nearly empty. If you're not fully adapted to fasting, you risk fatigue, dizziness, or mild hypoglycemia. Unless you're already keto-adapted or an experienced faster, save HIIT for fed days. Another common question: what about strength training? The answer is yes, and in fact, it's encouraged if done correctly. Weightlifting while fasting stimulates growth hormone and protects muscle mass, but it's crucial to consume high-quality protein soon after your session to aid recovery. A protein shake or a protein-rich meal within 30 to 60 minutes post-workout ensures smooth muscle rebuilding without compromising fat loss. In short, working out while fasting isn't a physical test, it's a biological art form. You don't need to go harder, you just need to go smarter. Choose the right intensity and timing, and you'll not only burn fat faster, but also help your body recalibrate hormones and metabolism intelligently. After understanding how to train during fasting, you might ask, so how should we exercise after breaking the fast to maintain metabolic momentum and optimize recovery? This is a crucial yet often overlooked phase, the post-fasting stage, where your body shifts from conservation mode to regeneration. If you harness this biological rhythm wisely, your fat loss and muscle gain efforts can reach new heights. In the first 0 to 48 hours after refeeding, your digestive system is still adapting to processing food again. This is not the time to push your body hard. Light activities like relaxing walks, yoga, deep breathing, or full-body stretching help boost blood flow, activate digestion, and support better nutrient absorption. Your body is waking up, and the most important thing now is not to trigger metabolic stress. Between 48 and 72 hours after refeeding, when glycogen in the liver and muscles has been replenished, you can gradually increase training intensity. This is the phase where your body has enough fuel to respond well to activities like faster cycling, jogging, or moderate-intensity weight training. Growth hormone levels and insulin sensitivity are still elevated from fasting, allowing you to fully benefit from each workout without feeling drained. After 72 hours, you can return to your regular training routine or even perform better than before because your metabolism has been reset to burn energy more efficiently. However, there's one critical point you must not ignore. You must consume enough high-quality protein in the post-fasting phase. This is the golden window to stimulate muscle protein synthesis, accelerate cellular repair, and prevent lean muscle loss after the energy restriction period. In other words, refeeding is not the finish line, it's the entry point into a new biological cycle, where you can regenerate energy and build a more resilient physique by training smart, eating well, and listening to your body. While exercising in a fasted state offers impressive benefits, it's crucial to understand, not everyone should do it. The human body is incredibly adaptive, yes, but it also has clear safety limits. And if you want a lifestyle that's both healthy and sustainable, respecting those limits is non-negotiable. Continuing from the previous section, where we explored post-fasting, refeeding, and training, it's time to pause and speak honestly about the groups who must be extremely cautious, or better yet, avoid fasting workouts altogether. First, pregnant or breastfeeding women. During these stages, the body is supporting not one, but two lives, and any shifts in energy, hormones, or metabolism could affect fetal development or breast milk quality. Combining fasting and exercise could cause temporary nutrient deficiencies or physiological stress, putting both mother and baby at risk. Second, individuals with a history of eating disorders such as anorexia, bulimia, or orthorexia. For them, fasting can become a dangerous justification for excessive control, reactivating harmful mental loops and leading to serious health consequences. Third, those with type 1 diabetes or chronic kidney disease. In these cases, blood glucose fluctuations and electrolyte imbalances from exercising while fasting can cause life-threatening complications like acute hypoglycemia, ketoacidosis, or disrupted fluid balance. These individuals must be medically supervised and should never attempt fasting workouts on their own. Fourth, people who are underweight or taking medications that require food, such as anti-inflammatories, corticosteroids, stomach meds, or blood pressure drugs, should also avoid working out while fasting. With low fat reserves and disrupted drug absorption during fasting, they are more prone to fatigue, low blood pressure, or digestive issues. And finally, most importantly, listen to your body's warning signals. If you feel dizzy, nauseous, abnormally fast heartbeat, disoriented, or suddenly weak during a fasted workout, stop immediately. These are your nervous and cardiovascular systems sounding the alarm. No six-pack is worth a glucose crash. Don't push through, eat something, hydrate, rest, and come back later. Training while fasting is a biological high-skill strategy, not a reckless trend. Like classical music, it demands precision, discipline, and deep body awareness. And to master it, you must first know when to push and when to pause. Not everyone needs to train fasted, and that's okay. Making smart choices is what keeps you healthy in the long run. And if there's one thing modern science is beginning to truly embrace, it's this. Every body, has a different threshold. What works for one person might be totally unsuitable for another, especially when it comes to fasting and training. So, the most important thing is not just finding the right method, but rather the right method for you. Someone healthy, metabolically flexible, already used to low-carb eating, might feel incredible doing fasted workouts. They'll release more growth hormone, burn more fat, feel focused, and even euphoric from that deep energy burn. But another person who's never fasted before, maybe prone to hypoglycemia or leads a sedentary lifestyle, might feel the opposite. Shaky hands, brain fog, fast heartbeat, or complete exhaustion. That's why, instead of comparing yourself to others, learn to observe your own body. Your body speaks, it always has. The question is, are you listening? Don't turn fasting into a willpower contest. Let it be a tool to understand your physiology, not a test of how much discomfort you can endure. Also, be clear about your workout goals. If you're trying to build serious muscle mass and strength, training in a fed state with high protein intake may serve you better. But if your goals include improving insulin sensitivity, burning visceral fat, or increasing endurance, then low-intensity fasted training could be ideal. It's all about context, and here's the final truth. Health isn't something you conquer, it's something you construct. There is no shortcut that replaces patience. A balanced body is the result of hundreds of small, smart choices repeated consistently over weeks and months. So instead of forcing any method, start by understanding who you are, what your body needs, and build a strategy that fits that. Fasting, training, refeeding, none of it should be punishment or restriction. Done right, it becomes a collaborative art between your mind and your biology. Maybe you once believed weight loss was a war against food, cravings, or worse, against your own body. But after everything we've just explored, I hope you see one clear truth. Losing fat isn't punishment, it's the science of hormonal balance. And the central switch of that entire system is insulin. When insulin is stable, your body stops hoarding fat. When insulin drops at the right time, your body is finally allowed to release stored energy. When you understand the timing of meals, the quality of sleep, the type of movement, and your stress levels, you don't need force or suffering. Your weight begins to adjust naturally. And more important than the number on the scale is this: the feeling of being in control of your own body. So if this video gave you value, please subscribe to the channel, and your support means the world. Drop a comment below if you've ever struggled to lose weight, despite eating very little, or if you've experimented with fasting plus training, your experience could inspire someone else. Because health is not a destination. It's a journey you deserve to take with a smarter body and a wiser community.